Big round of applause for Kaila Love.
On San Francisco, how y'all doing today? Okay, I'm Kaila Love, and this is my niece, Ariana. I'm the founder of the AI Homegirl, and you're gonna learn more about that today, but I'm showing you an exclusive behind the scenes, just dropping right now in real time of my very first AI Homegirl, the BritBot. So let's go into it. First of all, I wanna see who is in the room. So make some noise if you use n8n all the time. My pro users. Okay. Make some noise if you just started using n8n. Okay? So then I'm expecting a real loud roar for this last category. Make some noise if you're an n8n newbie. Oh, okay, love to see it. So, just to make sure we're all on the same page, n8n, it's an open source, drag and drop, workflow builder, automation platform that lets you chain together any app or API into sophisticated multi-step automations without code. Although knowing code definitely helps from my experience, but it won't stop you if you don't. So great news, the n8n template library is growing. Last time when I was here for the hackathon, there was about 2,000 workflows. Now we can see it's over 3,500. But the problem with this is that templates do not equal cash flow. All right, a template is not a business. Businesses don't want to buy templates, right? It's just a JSON file. It's like me saying, this is gonna solve all your problems. You'll be able to post across all social media. You'll be able to scrape your LinkedIn. Here you go, business owner.
Thank you.
And it dies right there, right? If you don't know how to properly leverage the tool, you're not going to get the results. And businesses, they want solutions. They want to be able to press a button and get a result. And so today, I'm gonna show you how to take something that looks like this and turn it into something that looks like this. An instant AI agent, or as I call them, an AI homegirl. Oh, and by the way, I'm Kaila Love, the founder of the AI Homegirl. I'm also the author of AI, the Bootleg Brain, which was rated a #1 new release in social aspects of the internet on Amazon. I've done over 15 million views and grown my social media platform to over 250,000 followers across platforms. And I have about 16 years of speaking and performance experience. I recently participated in my very first hackathon right here in this room, the n8n AI Workflow Hackathon. And I was the only solo team to be awarded one of the cash prizes. And I've been building ever since, so about 6 weeks. I love to build. Thank you. Before vibe coding, there was just vibes, and I was running on vibes, and I was able to make this app for my niece when she was just 9 years old, teaching her and other kids that I would teach at school how to make music, right? So this was me going into a code library, not knowing what I'm doing, throwing stuff up against the wall. If only I'd known about n8n and all the vibe coding tools back then. And this is...
I'm Ariana. I'm 13 years old. I started my first business at 9 years old. I'm interested in vibe marketing, and my mom is a chemist and a pilot.
Woo! Hi, Mom! So in today's demo, we're gonna be showing you an n8n integration with 2 other softwares. Ari, what are those softwares?
HighLevel is an all-in-one CRM and marketing suite that puts funnels, emails, SMS, reputation, calendars, and automations under one login so you can run entire customer journeys end to end.
Awesome. Anybody heard of HighLevel here in the room? All right, we got some HighLevel users, and you're gonna see the full potential on why this is such an incredible, powerful combination. What about Lovable?
Lovable is a no-code builder platform that converts plain language prompts into fully functional web apps, letting anyone ship production-ready software in minutes.
Amazing. So these are the 3 softwares that I have bundled together in an end-to-end automation that allows you to create your very first instant AI agent in less than 5 minutes. A fun fact is that I was also accepted into the first cohort of the Lovable Shipped program, and this is part of the capstone for that accelerator. So I want to give my lovely assistant, Ariana, a big round of applause for saying thank you for this part. Thank you, Ari. And now it's time to go into the live demo of the BritBot. So here we are at the BritBot login, and I already have a start here. So we're going to go ahead and put in my friend Ganche. And we're just gonna do chemist.cockpit.com. It doesn't matter. We'll see, this is gonna be passed in the URL parameters. And we're gonna go ahead and put in a website. So this is actually a business that we built on an Amtrak train. It was one of my AI retreats. So I have some people that actually built their businesses in 48 hours on an Amtrak train from here to Bakersfield and back. And let's go ahead and see what's happening in the back end. So the BritBot is being built right now, and as soon as my Cloudflare worker communicates with this page, we're going to see the BritBot button populate to where we'll be able to instantly demonstrate it for you. But let's see what's going on in the back end. So if I go over here to my self-hosted n8n and refresh, we'll start to see that an execution has started to occur for the BritBot. So we have my bot factory master flow. So this is where the magic is happening. We can see that the signal has been communicated, and let me show you exactly what's happening in this workflow. So this is not a template, this is actually one that I built from scratch. And fun fact, you can actually use markup in the sticky notes, so you can put images and videos there. So the form is submitted. Again, this is a form coming from HighLevel, and that's setting off our trigger for a webhook. Now, I have to do a couple things on the authentication, being able to get the proper token for OAuth in order to be able to pass the unique contact ID in the URL. And that unique contact ID is what's going to allow the communication between all of these three platforms, creating that end-to-end seamless experience for the end user. So that's what these couple nodes are here. Now we're gonna go into our scraper. So I found an API for a service called Firecrawl, and I really like this one because it actually allows agentic scraping. So I can have specific parameters of information that I want it to find on the website. For example, hours of operation, common goods and services, physical location, any information that will then be extracted and parsed into a great JSON format that's really easy for my agent to understand. It's gonna go ahead and take that information and start looping it to make sure that the rest of the automation does not continue until I get that approval status that the website has been scraped and that scrape is complete. And if the status is done, it will go on to create a series of documents in a shared Google folder for the end user. I primarily serve solopreneurs, SMBs, content creators, and these businesses don't know a whole lot about automation. They need a very, very simple one-click solution. So I've created this workflow to make editing their agent and training their agent as easy as editing a Word document on Google. As you can see, they're not complete agents because they're not equipped with the memory and the tools that we would typically see, but I wanted to keep the agent node here so that I would have ability to add on additional tools later. Probably could add in the think tool, for example, or anything that's going to increase the viability of this workflow. And let's go ahead and see that our BritBot has been created. So that button now has populated where it was building before, and now I'm able to chat with the website. So I come down here, I've done a little stylization, because my brand, the AI Homegirl, is very much about aesthetics, so I had to, remix the standard n8n bot, give it a little CSS, particularly with these quick start buttons that just allow the person coming to the website, the user, really easy to get that information. So what do you offer? We offer a gamified and structured approach to flight training, including printable and digital bingo-style training boards focused on actionable tasks for obtaining a private pilot license. Ganche, would you say that that's correct? Okay, so that's correct. It scraped her website in real time right here. This is a live demo. And now she can just take this code, copy and paste it on her website, on her funnel, and instantly allow her users to have a conversation. All right, and let's take a look on the back end here. So this is also where HighLevel comes in, and why I've built this on HighLevel is because it automatically provides an integration with Stripe, so I'm able to provide an easy payment portal system for my customers, as well as additional revenue. So I can set this up for either a recurring monthly SaaS product, a yearly SaaS product, and I've also built my GPT Glow Up Kit. Why leave any additional revenue on the table when I could make an extra $17 with somebody with one click? Their credit card's already on file. So this is giving into the psychology of funnel and sales marketing. That's the GHL piece. And finally, once somebody completes this purchase, they will get sent to a Lovable page, again with that unique identifier being passed as a parameter in the URL, and they'll be able to instantly edit their BritBot, as well as those quick conversation starter buttons, and export that code instantly. So somebody can literally have an AI agent based off their website, end to end on their website, running and trained within 5 minutes with the BritBot. So just to recap what we've done, n8n is responsible for the back-end functionality for this multi-agent framework. Essentially, the flow that you've seen is an agent that creates other agents. And that allows for upsells later on when I roll out more Homegirls. They'll be able to upgrade, and it upgrades their workflow in n8n, adding more tools. HighLevel is responsible for that three-page sales funnel for all of the payment handling, automated email sequences, and the overall customer journey. I can create a pipeline and easily monitor where each one of my customers is in their flow. And Lovable is where the customer portal lives. It also has authentication with Supabase and database foundation for, again, future agents. This is just the beginning. BritBot is currently just as a chat widget, but you'll be able to take this agent and deploy it in your Instagram and your Facebook DMs or anywhere where you're engaging in conversations with clients. Thank you so much, and I'm happy to start taking questions.